to Mark and Kelly's trips, tips and things. Today we're going to Yo Sushi. I can't wait, I'm so excited. But before we do that, don't forget you can catch us on our lives every Tuesdays and Fridays at 6:30 p.m. UK time. And you know what? If you want to catch up on our holidays and see what we do day to day, then hop on over to MK Vacays where you can see what we do and what we get up to on holidays. Now, don't forget, subscribe to both channels. Let's go.
Right, so here we are at Yo Sushi, and here is the menu. Now you can see the different colours coordinating to the price. Now this is important because this will tell you what you have, and if you look up here, you'll see as the bowls come around, they're all coloured, so that will coordinate with the colours that's on this menu. So I'm going to have a little open up here. Now we can start off here with the salmon and tuna and seafood. I won't go through them all, but here they all are. You've got, if that's not your thing, you can go for the vegetable, which is right there. Or if that's not your thing, you can go for the chicken and duck. So they've got some nice ones here, the kimchi. And if that's not your thing, they've got the street food and sharing. So the new Fury chicken, they got bao buns, they got katsu, fried chicken. You can also have the teriyaki gyoza and noodles. They also do the prawn crackers for the table. Now we got a complimentary set there, I shall show you in a second. The katsu curry, the firecracker fried rice, the rice bowls, the ramen, or the poke bowls, which is right there. There they are. Looks nice. We're going to order and give it a try. So it's all turning up. My katsu curry has just arrived. It looks amazing. It smells incredible. And Kelly's beef has just turned
My beef
up.
teriyaki, yes.
So this looks really good as well. I love the way they present it in these bowls. Of course, we've got your duck as well. Yes. So these all come at once. I'm just waiting for a ramen. That's it. I was going to say a soup for ramen. And that will come in a minute. But we'll let Kelly give it a try. Right, so here we go. So Kelly's going for the ramen. Not the ramen, sorry, the beef.
The beef teriyaki.
I was just talking about ramen.
Rice is good.
Good rice.
Let's
Right,
go for the
now
beef.
let's try this beef.
It's soft. It's not too spicy, but then again, I didn't have it with the chili. That soy sauce glaze is really nice. It's not crispy.
It does look very, very sticky. Is it hot? Because I see a lot of chilies on there.
Well, that's what I said. It's not spicy because I didn't grab any of the chilies.
Ah, okay.
But I am going to try the rice and the beef together. I'm not great with chopsticks these days, but that spring onion gives it a lovely fresh taste. I'm really enjoying this dish. I definitely would get it again.
Already? Wow.
Yeah.
How sticky is that glaze?
It is very sticky.
I can see, look, it's shining at me. It is shining at me.
Delicious.
Right, now while you're here, do you want to try your fries? Because these look good as well. So these are the duck fries. Now you can see there's a sauce with the duck. You didn't get any of the duck.
I know, but I might have to try it with my chopsticks.
Your fries?
Yeah. Roasting duck fries.
Now you can just about make out there is duck in there.
That's the duck here.
Ah, there we go. Good.
The only disappointing thing with
Go on.
it, it's not crispy duck. Because I think if it was crispy duck, that would make it even better.
But it's so beautifully presented. I have to say, even though I don't eat duck, that does look really, really
Yeah.
well presented.
I like the sauce on it. It's not spicy, but I do think it does need, you know, that crispy skin just to give it that little bit of oomph. But I am enjoying this. It's really good.
There we have it. So thumbs up for both the beef and the duck.
Okay, so Mark is going to go for his katsu prawns.
Now, what's interesting with this, it comes with pickles, look.
Yeah.
Now, that I wasn't expecting. Now, I've had this in the past a long, long time ago, but I haven't had it for a long, long time, and it never
Yes.
came with pickles before.
Wow.
Right, let me try this. That katsu sauce is amazing.
Is it good?
It is delicious. It goes so well with the rice. The rice is sticky.
Yeah.
It's got a beautiful, and the sauce is quite sweet, but it's got a beautiful sort of very light curry flavour. Right, let's try these prawns.
Okay.
The batter is crispy. It's crunchy. Look at those prawns.
Wow.
It's got a beautiful breading to it. That is absolutely delicious.
Now, is it better than what you remember it from before?
I loved it before, and I love it now. The only difference is the price has shot up. Many years ago, we used to get this for £8. This is now nearly 13.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it is really, really nice.
Yeah.
And I was just about trying the pickles. Right, here we
Sorry.
go.
Sorry.
Let me try the pickles.
I forgot about the pickles.
I love pickles. They're like gherkins, but they're in a very sweet sauce.
Right.
Now, gherkins are sweet anyway, but these are lovely. Got a lovely tang to them. And actually, let me try it with the fish. It goes because it reminds me of tartar sauce. You know, that sort of
Right,
that
okay.
pickle flavour. So the pickle and the fish goes really well. That is incredible. So far, we've not been to Yo for a long, long
For
time.
a long time.
And I am very impressed. Been very good so far. So we're going to keep munging, and I've got my ramen to come.
Oh.
Now the conveyor belt is going to get full again. That's what I always think of these type of restaurants. That you've got the conveyor going round and round and round and round and round and round and round. Right, so down here, you also get, if you like, the ginger, which I really like.
The pickled ginger.
So don't forget, you'll have a little box, black box, with the ginger if you've never been here before. Right, let me try. That enhances it. If you like ginger, you'll love that. It really enhances the flavour of the fish, but
Yeah.
also with the noodles, the rice as well.
Yeah. There's some things that have changed, I've noticed, because you used to get free water.
Oh yeah.
You used to get a tap
Usually
right,
tap
right there.
Which you don't. Well, not free water. You pay for one, but then you get refills, which you don't. You're right anymore.
Yeah, you don't get that
I
anymore.
have to say, it's been hit and miss before in the past, but this I'm actually really enjoying.
Yeah, and I've got to say, even my beef, because my beef used to be quite tough before, and this beef is not. So I've got to say, they have upped their game. Even though they have upped their prices, they have upped their game.
I spotted this. It looks like a little peppercorn box or something, but look, it's wasabi.
Nice.
So I'm going to try a little bit of this. Now this is hot. I read somewhere that a lot of wasabi isn't actually wasabi, it's horseradish
Radish, yeah.
coloured green, but let's give it a try. I'm going to have a little bit with my fish. Oh, come on. Here we are. That's a kick. That's a kick.
Wow.
It's lovely. If you like it a little spicy, go for that. But yeah, if you want it, it's in those little pots.
Nice. All right, I'm gonna try some of this wasabi. So let's go. On the beef. That is spicy. That's nice. So Mark's Ramen has just turned up, and what I find interesting is, look, the noodles are crispy, and I think they are going to cook in the broth, so that's going to be really interesting. Right, so Mark's about to try now his ramen. These are going to be crispy noodles.
So I'm going to put them in as Kelly suggests.
Because it's still hot enough, so you might have to drizzle some, yeah, exactly, soup over it.
Here we are, give it a nice bath. Right. This does look beautifully presented, I have to say. Right.
Yeah.
Let's see if it tastes as good as it looks.
I mean, that egg looks amazing.
Yeah, it does actually. That is really good. It's got a real earthy taste to it. It's got a real kick to it as well. It's a lovely spice.
Nice.
Now, I've just obviously just got some of the veg. I want to take a bit more. Excuse my fingers. So I've got vegetables, radish, and some of the sprouts.
All right.
That is good.
Wow.
This is the seafood one.
Yes, the seafood ramen.
Now I want to get some of the seafood in here. There's a little bit of salmon in there. I think that's squid. Yeah, so here we go. And some of those crispy noodles. That is really good.
Really?
Nice spicy kick to it. If you're not into the spice stuff so much, you might find it's a bit spicy. It's fine for me, but everybody's spice palate is a different level.
Exactly.
But it's a beautiful broth. It doesn't taste really fishy, but it's got a wonderful earthy taste to it.
How are the noodles? Are they sort of soft now?
Not.
Some of them are soft and then some of them are hard?
Oh, there's prawns. Well, they kind of retain their crisp even when you try it. So they start to absorb that moisture.
Yeah.
The prawns are fantastic as well. I cannot tell you which one I prefer. Now, if you want a soupy type dish, go for this, obviously. If you want something a bit more hearty...
Which Mark has finished.
Which I finished, and that was really, really good. But both are excellent. And I would say, dare I say it, better than we had it before.
Yes, I was thinking the exact same thing.
So this is definitely improved. Well worth this. I wouldn't normally go for two, well I would, but you don't have to go for two rolls. This is going to be quite expensive doing the two, because I'm technically going for two mains, but it's really, really nice. We're going to chow down this as well and give our final thoughts, but I am really enjoying this. Right, now, there were softer noodles underneath, which was delicious, but I am going for
the
this
egg.
bad boy. My God, that's rich, it's creamy. They put some herbs and something on top of that, which were absolutely sensational as well. The other bit I was going to say, which is really, really nice, but the broth, I can't get over the broth.
Yeah.
Now, I did add a lot of chili to this from the pot, and it just adds that extra bit to it. That is wonderful. This alone would do. I'm glad I had both though.
Yeah.
Because it was just amazing. But yeah, really, really good. I'm going to finish chowing this, and we will give our final thoughts. Oh my word, that was delicious. I have finished both bowls. There's one of these rice crackers. We didn't mention these actually. These were quite good as well. These are the rice crackers. And Kelly is still working her way through her fries and her beef.
Not rice crackers, prawn crackers.
Prawn crackers. You know what I mean? But I got it wrong. But anyway, there we go. So we're working through that. We will finish up and we will tell you what we thought of this lovely meal. So we have finished. We are back in the car. What did you think?
I thought it was really good. It's different to how the old Yo Sushi used to be. I don't know if we ever did a video on the old Yo Sushi.
I don't think we did. Now, the last time we've done Yo Sushi is probably pre-pandemic. That's how long ago it was. Like I said, back then they were £8 those bowls, so things have changed. And they called them sumo back at the time because they were extra big.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. Tell us now. Start with your chips. What did you think of those?
See, I think. So let me just go back to the service because so when the guy came, he put the bowl down and he didn't say that they were complimentary, but it turns out that they were.
Oh yeah, that was when Kelly says they're talking about the crackers, the prawn crackers. They came, so that's nice. They're normally about £2.75, I believe, for those prawn crackers.
Yeah.
So that was nice that they gave us those complimentary.
Yeah.
So that was the starter. Go on.
And then when we were looking at the menu, because it's a new menu, so I hadn't had time, and I did feel a bit rushed. I felt like he came over and said, "Are you ready?" And I was like, "No, can you give us 2 minutes?" And we were still looking, and he came over again, "Are you ready?" And I was just like, "Okay, let me just order these 2 things, and then we can go from there. So if I want to order anything else, I can." So I went for the hoisin duck fries. Now, they were good. They weren't fantastic, but they were good. I think in order to elevate those, they should have crispy duck skin on them and actually hoisin, because there's no hoisin sauce.
Oh, you said there's no hoisin sauce on there.
Yeah, so
that shocked me.
Yeah, so where it said hoisin duck fries, I don't know if there is another meaning for hoisin, like other than hoisin sauce. Maybe it was cooked hoisin or something like that, but there was no hoisin sauce. And so in my mind, when I'm thinking hoisin, I'm thinking hoisin sauce on those fries, as well as crispy duck skin, and there wasn't. So that was a little bit of a letdown.
Now talk about your beef.
I enjoyed the beef. It's less, so before it was quite salty and it was a little bit tough, but this time the beef was soft. The flavour was there. It wasn't as salty. It was nice in the rice. Yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed it. I'd get that again.
Now, my katsu curry you saw there with the prawns, that was delicious. Every bit as good as I remember. Actually, maybe even slightly better. The rice is lovely and sticky. It's soft, and it complements that curry sauce so well. The prawns themselves, which I love, those are really fresh. They're really crispy. Goes so well with the rice and also that sauce as well. So that was tremendous. I really enjoyed that.
And the wasabi added an element to it as well.
Oh yeah, they did the little we added some wasabi sauce, but they also did the little pickles, which I thought was a great touch. They didn't do those before, so I really enjoyed those. Now the other bit I had, of course, was the ramen, and that ramen was delicious. You had a little bit as well, didn't you?
I had a little bit of the broth, and the broth was really flavourful. There was lots of things packed into that into that broth. I really enjoyed it.
No, yeah, it was absolutely, like I said, it was really flavourful, got a lovely sort of heat to it as well. I really did enjoy that. And things like the egg, there's so much involved in there, gives it a really nice texture, but also a variety of different flavours. You're always discovering something as you have this ramen. That was delicious. Now the whole bill came to about 67 odd quid.
It was 57 something.
I'll put it in the comments, but that was really good. And I thought, now you could make that cheaper. I didn't need to have 2 mains, but I had 2 mains, because I like a big appetite, but also I like to show you guys what you can get here. So that was quite good. The whole place I thought was quite quirky, didn't you? Because you sit in these little booths, and of course you've got those that sushi going around on the conveyor belt, which I always think is good. Now you can just pick them; they're not just for show. If you want, you just grab them and go by the colour code of the prices. We elected just to order them, didn't we, with the waiter?
Well, yeah, because we actually ordered food bowls rather than the grab, like the sushi type little bowls that are colour coded to the prices. So we just got like what we used to call the sumo bowls and stuff like that. But I would go back again and probably order some of the. I need to scan the menu a bit more. I didn't feel like I had enough time to decide what I wanted, and it was just like, oh, okay, I'll go for this. And we also got 2 drinks within that 57 and
did.
change.
Yeah, so that I got water, Kelly got Fanta. So I'll ask the question. I think that you've already answered that, but would you go again?
Yeah, would you?
I would actually. Do you know what? It's much improved, I'd say. I say not much improved. We've gone before, and it's been a bit of a miss.
Yeah.
Other Yo Sushis. This was quite a nice one. And it sort of got. right in a shopping centre as well, this particular one. So that was quite nice. I quite enjoyed the fact you could just sit there. And there's the theatre, like I say, of the sushi going round and round on the conveyor belt. There you go. Anyway, we hope you liked that video. As always, please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget, we do our live chat every Tuesday and every Friday at 6:30 UK time, where you can talk about anything you like, including the food you saw us eat today.
And if you want to catch up with our holidays and you want to see what we do on our days and stuff like that, then don't forget to hop on over to MK Vacays, where you can catch up with what we do there. And don't forget to subscribe to both channels.
Until then, guys, look after yourselves and don't forget, you're never told to have fun. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.